Hey, most of you aging baby boomers out there, you've all had your nicks and dings, especially if you played combat sports or contact sports. But even if you haven't, shoulders are pretty problematic. I show in this 5-minute video series some of my favorite shoulder drills, sure to help keep those shoulders nice and lubricated and loosen up and keep you pain-free. Shoulders have been my real bugaboo over the years. Many injuries with both wrestling and jiu-jitsu. I'm going to show you a simple routine that you can do in about 5 minutes. It keeps me pain-free. My shoulders have gotten pretty stiff over the years, but I am not in a lot of pain. There's some things I can't do anymore that I don't do anymore, but for the most part, I managed to get into my 60s relatively pain-free. I very rarely suffer any form of debilitating pain. My range of motion is lessened, obviously, but I'm circling in all the ranges of motion, just little circles, just for a couple seconds each position, as you can see. Down, behind, side, forward, overhead. This is the hard one for me, particularly in the right side. But this routine has really helped me a lot. Big windmills. You can see I'm pretty impaired on that right side. It just doesn't want to rotate. But you got to try, and you got to keep as much range as you can so it doesn't get worse. But you can see I'm a little asymmetric there when I'm trying to do doubles. You can also do these single, kind of like a backstroke. I definitely wouldn't win any awards for backstroke style. I'm crossing the arms in front of the body, left over right, right over left, keeping the joint lubricated with synovial fluid. Waste products are carried out of the joint. Now this is, one arm is swinging behind, other across. And once again, you can see I'm pretty impaired on the one side. So one is kind of going down and behind, while the other one's going across. Feels really nice though. My shoulders always feel good. And of course, I'm going the opposite way now. Now we're alternating across and behind, across behind. Get quite a bit of little spinal mobility as well. And now we have to reverse it here in a second. There we go. So this is a giant figure eight. So despite having a pronounced bone spur on the right shoulder, I've managed to, once again, keep out of pain with these simple drills. This is called a top-bottom circle. Double top-bottom. Ideally, you'd want to keep the arm as straight as possible, but because of the immobilities, I'm pretty impaired. But you younger guys with the good shoulders, this is how you keep them good. This is called the dance of Shiva. It's not the Chinese teacup drill. And then reversing it the other way. I have more extensive tutorials, but here it's just a very simple little 5-minute routine. I just want to show you how much you can get done in just a few minutes a day. You do not need hours and hours and hours of training. Working those traps, this is where a lot of tension is, man. Upper neck and back. It feels quite good. Of course, you want to go forward and back. It also works that mid-spine pretty good when you're doing shoulder shrugs and shoulder rolling. And this is called packing the shoulder. So basically, keeping my arms as straight as I can and rolling the shoulders at the same time, working that whole rear shoulder girdle, and now alternating with the shoulder pack, elevation, protraction. Feels quite good. And we're going to end up with internal-external rotation. Really nice little drill. It's actually a break fall drill. So I teach falling, rolling over that shoulder, but I'm internally rotating one arm while externally rotating the other arm. Really nice little movement pattern that I do quite often. And I'm trying to extend the arms out and try not to swing too far to the side. And then elbow circles are very much related to shoulder circles, because my shoulders are turning internally and externally with the rotation, locking those elbows. So mid-spine, shoulders, elbows, neck are all interrelated. And this is a little energetic drill, just getting rid of excess tension from the body and shaking. And there you have it, 5-minute shoulders. Hey, thank you very much for buying my video series. I hope you learned something. Hey, listen, it doesn't really take a lot of time. And 5 minutes, everybody has that. So enjoy, and I'd love to hear some feedback.